I mean, this is a really, really good defense. I mean, they've been coached that way for a long time up there, as we all know. They played against this style and this coaching group, it seems like, for decades since I was a player. Someone this week. They coach them really, really well. They're really strong. They're really big up front. They play good man coverage. They do really well with their techniques. They've run the same system, the same alignment for a really long time. And they recruit to that. They do a really, really good job helping themselves. They know where to get lined up. They can line up really late, know what they're doing. So it's going to be a great test.
Marcus, what do you feel would be the factors to get the red zone offense more productive to get in the end zone?
Well, I mean, we got to be more productive, obviously, because first there's a bunch of plays down there that we kill ourselves. We've got a bunch of penalties. We've got more penalties and holding calls than we've had collectively right now over the course of last season. And we put ourselves in some positions that are unadvantageous to put yourself in effective in that area. You got to win your one-on-ones. Got to get creative in some ways that maybe we thought we could take advantage of. They made the change. And I'm excited to see how these guys obviously get going in 2 weeks.
What do you like about Wade Helton? He came in against TCU and bodes well for his future.
The first thing is his personality. He's so eager to play. It's really nice to see a guy come off the bench and be that fired up. He's been that eager all year to get in there. He's got a lot of background with the position even as a young guy. I just say his whole last week and this week together, having him in there snapping the ball a bunch has been awesome because it's just been exciting to be in there. He likes to play football, and anybody in the trenches who likes to play football that much and not get recognized, they don't have these snaps usually. It is always awesome for us to see.
A lot of targets outside of Jordan have really been making timely plays lately. Like Malik had that 15-yard catch on third down. Jaron had that 44-yard catch after. How much do those guys raise the ceiling of the offense, and especially with Jalen Moss coming back?
Yeah, I mean, being able to spread the ball a little bit around is obviously helps your offense when you're not targeting on such a dynamic player like Jordan. Because you see guys step up and watch guys like Jaron make some big plays and start to really come to life. We've seen Shimon do that. Leak's making his plays. It just helps you spread the field a little bit more and take a little bit off the light off Jordan, obviously, who's a really special player. We know how much we target him. But those guys are contributing factors to things like the red zone and third down that got to step up because we can spread it around a little bit more, and those guys got to become more effective and find ways to utilize them.
Yesterday when Sam Levitt was talking, he opened up on how he thinks he put too much on his shoulders with the preseason expectations, and he said that you were someone that he leaned on a lot to kind of recenter himself. How have you seen him grow mentally throughout the year? Sam's
a special kid, special individual. I think we spent a lot of time in the bye week of getting grounded and trying to be human again. This game can, in this situation, and the narratives can lift you really high and slam you really hard if you let them. And I think you can get carried away. And I think it says a lot about Sam to be able to open up and say that. There's a lot of humility in the ability to say I was maybe focused or distracted or hearing expectations and falling into that. And to have the humility as a young man, let alone the ability to come in and have that conversation is special. And I think only helps us as a team and as a young man.
When it comes to the running game, we wanted to have the running back by committee. Right now, Malik is really more the bell cow. Is that really inconsequential, or really continues to be the bell cow from here on out, or do you think running back by committee is really maybe the best scenario for this running game to take it one step back?
Yeah, I think that plays itself out. I think when you start with committee, I think what you're saying is you've got a talented group who you believe can do some of the stuff that you want to do offensively, and if you haven't seen certain guys, and as the course of the game or the course of the season or the development of the offense goes, you see certain traits about certain guys that you really like, and some guys may get a hot hand. And I think right now, where Leak's doing the things he's doing right now, it's easy to see that you're excited about the opportunity for him to get touches. Everybody in that group, we know what they can do and they can contribute in their way. But I think it's a great group by committee that's have the ability to affect our offense. One right now has got a hot hand.
Coach, what's the best way to prep your guys on offense to play in the ring?
I mean, it's one of those deals you try to. It's something you can't control. I mean, we've used wet ball drills. You go into that situation, you've got to prepare for that way. You just constantly prepare for what you can do. Environmental factors are ones that you got to be delicate with. You got to kind of really get your guys locked in and understand them. But then you can't be too carried away. Well, all of a sudden you just bog everything down you're doing and start getting carried away. But wet ball drills and take care of the ball, no gloves and things like that. We've been doing a little bit this week, and then you got to get up there and play. I mean, it's like being 9 again, playing out in the yard. It's sometimes we forget what that's like. I don't know. Maybe I'm just aged myself, but it'll be exciting, man. It's an awesome atmosphere. It's as good a place to play on the road as anywhere in the country. It'll be loud. They'll be fired up. It's a really good test.
What are the keys, especially early on against a defense that's so smothering at the line of scrimmage, this man coverage?
The line of scrimmage is the key in the sentence. Is owning the line of scrimmage. You got to make sure you don't kill yourself. First of all, you're on the road. Everything was the last team player had like 8 penalties in the first half or something. You've got to be dialed in to how you're going to get off the ball. You've got to be dialed into where you're supposed to be and reduce negative plays and things that can hurt you pre-snap. That's the first key in anything on the road, especially a team that's that good. So the line of scrimmage play and the one-on-ones are going to be key, minus the ability to not beat yourself.
Can you talk about Jeff Sims' work ethic and how he's added on to the quarterback room, just overall his ability since he's been here?
I mean, yeah, we talked about him a little bit before. He just a guy who's come to work every day as a backup, and a guy who's been in college football for a long time now, and still shows up every day with a good attitude, prepares well. Had a whole week of work last week and had a bunch of reps in the bye. I mean, it's just I'm just again humbled by the way he comes to work and prepares himself and enjoys it and makes the team and the group a better place to be.
Speaking of quarterbacks, I know Cam Dyer really had like a long road, to recover from his injury. How do you like his progression at this point?
Good. I mean, I haven't got much to see him. He's in individuals. We haven't got a chance to really get cleared completely to get out there to get going. But another guy who's a young guy who's mature and comes in every week and does some good things in individual drills. And he's a guy out here right now post practice going through motions when there's no one out here. So hard worker, knows what it takes. Excited to see him when he gets full strength.
Coach, as a staff, some of these grad assistants, student assistants, what kind of role do they play in getting ready for a game like this?
Huge. It's funny, we were just talking about the other day. Been head coach, sometimes I'm watching some things that are kind of on the peripheral. We've got an amazing group of young assistants and coaches, young coaches and student assistants, GAs, analysts that allow your football team to really move everything. They move the needle everywhere you go. And I was talking about the other day about how cool it is to have guys that enjoy football that much, or that diligent, that hardworking, who have a work ethic and the love and passion for the game, to look around and know all those guys and get some good young coaches, man. It's key to your whole success as a program. It really is. They don't get mentioned enough. They don't get enough praise, but they do it all. They are the glue to the whole thing, man.